How we doing, guys? How's it going? Everybody, everybody. What is going on, guys? What is going on? Happy Thursday. It's just the time is flying by so much, so fast. How's everybody doing today? Loud and clear. Yeah, there we go. Loud and clear. Very loud. Oh, very loud. Audio's fine. Okay, good. Well, that's good. Hey, what's up, Robey? Hey, I think we have Seagate Gaming in the house today, chilling with us today, guys. So it should be awesome. Is Seagate Gaming in the house? There they are, Seagate Gaming here. Everybody feeling excited? We're gonna have a good show. This is, I just wanna get started. This build is a build that we're gonna be giving away in as part of SG21, which you can actually go and enter now. So this build will be announcing it live on June 23rd at 1 p.m. Pacific time is when we're actually going to be doing this. We're going to walk through the parts and all that sort of stuff. So this is part of this big hosting thing that I've been doing. And so it's a partnership with like Seagate Gaming and MSI, AMD, NZXT. We got EK water block, which I'm pretty stoked because we're going to be doing like this really crazy M.2 enclosure for with them as well as their AIO. Plus so much more. I mean, it's like Razer is a part of this. We got CD Projekt Red who's a part of this. So it's a pretty cool holistic kind of whole thing around the E3 timeframe that we're going to be a part of, and you guys are going to be able to watch it and catch it live on June 23rd at 1 p.m. And so we're going to be doing that. This build is part of that process, and you guys will get to see this build again on that show. But you guys get to hang out live and watch the whole thing and be some of the first people to get to enter to win. So no 30 Ti. Yeah, okay. Let's just take a moment, have a moment of silence for those of us who tried. How many people were able to succeed getting a 3080 Ti? I mean, I did go hang out at the Best Buy in Bellevue and check it out. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you like the shirt. I did ban all eBay accounts. Yeah, so a couple people did go and try and get 3080 Ti's. And so I would love, I'm being silent. Okay, cool. So some people did, and I appreciate that, guys. Super sorry. I just, these launches are always tough. I don't know if Newegg Shuffle information has gone out yet. I'm gonna go check. I haven't even checked to see if I may have won. Yep, no, I don't see. I haven't gotten anything yet. Couldn't get it, so not it. I haven't seen the you didn't win yet, but I did enter as well. So hopefully, maybe we'll get lucky, and a couple people will end up winning while we're live on the show. Maybe so. I tried Micro Center 4 Best Buys. No luck for any of those stuff. Oh, you already got your loser email. I'm sorry, guys. And then EVGA, yeah, that was brutal. I know, so the thing is that there's still hope for EVGA though, because they said nobody was able to enter for like the first hour. So if you got in at between the 11 and 11:30 mark, then you're still actually in there. So hold out hope, and maybe you'll get lucky there. So guys, but we're gonna be positive today, because what we have is something that is happening, a build that is real, and so it should be a lot of fun. And so don't lose hope. We got some cool stuff going on today as well. Maybe in the next 3 years. And I had a very interesting kind of epiphany, and this has been growing for me as well when we've been thinking about the video that Jay's 2 cents posted today, where he was basically saying just kind of the same thing, right? Like it's not, now it's starting to go to the point where it's affecting like our job, because for us, we want to make great content for you guys. I mean, that's super important to us. And then, I know at the same time, this has got to be frustrating, is watching me get up, day after day, 3 days a week, and I'm using parts that you guys can't get a hold of. And frankly, like, I'm recycling the stuff that I do have. But again, guys, I want to bring content. I have a passion for this. There's a lot of you love this, but then I'll do, other stuff, right? We'll try and do other things. And then, our video views will be low, or our stream views will be low, and all that sort of stuff. And at the same time, like, I have a team of people that we support financially who are part of Team Robeytech that, I have to think about when I make this stuff, and a lot of times it's hard. But I super appreciate those of you who guys are here, time after time, being a part of this, being part of the show, and helping us do this on a regular basis and being so supportive. People like CK and Vega and Burke and Blue Moo, and you know, we got Red Dragon, and all of you who sit there and support us day after day, either financially or non-financially, watching it stuff. I mean, you know, everybody from like Icy Sniper and, you know, this guy Tom and Gigabyte and all of you, and there's so many names that I know I'm going to forget somebody, and please, I do remember, because I see you guys consistently support both live or whatever, to make this stuff happen. And so I just want you guys to know that it burdens that I want this to go his way as much as you do, so I can make content that's meaningful to you, that you can build PCs, and we can all have that joy together. So I'm sorry about that, and I really do appreciate it. Robey shirt. Hey, what's up, Corden? How are you, man? It's good to see you. Jez is in the house as well. But yeah, it is wishful thinking. I'm hoping it's going to get better. And so I appreciate all my mods, my techs, but also just my major supporters and all that sort of stuff as well. But enough about that. Welcome to Robeytech. Robeytech is a show dedicated to PC building, tech news, tech deals, and then just tech in general, guys. We are live today. The show is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, regularly at 5:30 p.m. But you're like, Robey, it's Thursday. That's right. Sometimes we do extra stuff because we have extra special things like what we're doing in partnership with Seagate Gaming today. And we're basically building a PC again, like I said, for the fine folks over at SG21. Now let's talk about giveaways, because everybody loves giveaways. But today, there's extra giveaways. So we have the regular giveaways, and the regular giveaways are awesome. And those regular giveaways are going to be for a couple things. One, level 5 hype train, which we haven't even started yet. But if we get 2 level 5 hype trains today on the show, over the course of the show and the build, then we'll give away a 500 gig FireCuda 510 NVMe drive we're going to give away 2 1 terabyte FireCuda 520. Ooh. 1 terabyte FireCuda 520 that we're going to be giving away here on the show if we hit 2 level 5 hype trains. So not only are we doing a new upgraded NVMe SSD, but it's going to be a PCIe Gen 4. The second one that we're going to be giving away, so 2 of these 1 terabyte FireCuda 520 drives. The second one will be if we get 700 likes on the YouTube video. And so if you can go and hit that thumbs up button over at youtube.com/Robeytech, then we will unlock another one, and we'll be giving those away. And that's like our big, hey, thank you, thank you from Seagate, but also thank you from myself and for supporting us from the community standpoint. We're also going to be giving away a 4 terabyte FireCuda gaming dock, which we actually have back here. You can actually see one right back here. It sits on my set. Love this thing. You can do things like add NVMe SSD support to it and all that sort of stuff. We've got an 8 terabyte FireCuda gaming hub we're going to be giving away, and then also a 5 terabyte gaming HDD. So we have some extra storage giveaways that we're going to be giving away just that aren't attached to anything. So we'll have 3 additional giveaways that we'll be doing at the end of the show just to say thank you, and it's a big shout out and thank you from Seagate to be here and support and watch this live stream. Now, the other thing that we have down in the bottom below is you see that $50 Newegg gift card. If we get to 50 subs, that becomes a $50 Newegg gift card. If we get to 100 subs, it becomes a $100 Newegg gift card. Then 150 subs, it becomes $150. Then it becomes a 5600X and a 3060, which we've given away a bunch of these, all the way up to a 3080 Ti. Which would be absolutely awesome at 1,500 subs, which we have gotten before. It's been a little while, but you know, honestly, totally okay with it. Now, the other thing too is that I want to remind you, for the month of June, we're giving away 1 RTX 3080 Ti to 1 lucky viewer here on the channel. There's Edmondo starting it off. He's going to start the hype train here in just a second. We're giving away 1 RTX 3080 to 1 lucky sub over here on Twitch. The way that you get in on that is if you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech, here at twitch.tv/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, pop on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Use your free Amazon Prime sub. If you have Amazon Prime, which I think pretty much everybody does, you can use that free subscription, and then you're automatically entered to win right there. Now, if you want to get extra entries, you can do things like what Edmundo just did and drop some gifted subs. That gets you extra entries, and then subscribing at tier 2 and tier 3 also gets you extra entries. So that's all the giveaways happening, and then it's all happening right now and live and going from there. Plus, the Seagate PC gaming one that's happening right now, we're going to give you a link to that stuff. You can go and enter to win this. It's live right now, and you can check that out basically by the link that we're going right now. So you can go and enter to win this PC that we're building here on the show. So that is also happening as well. So level 4 right now, guys. Let's see, can we get to level 5 and then we'll get started on the build. Skullcracker, welcome with Prime. Thank you for all of those follows as well. But let's see, can we get to 1,000%? Let's show Seagate what it's like here in this crazy atmosphere when we basically do stuff and they bring it with the subs and everything else. So C Choi, welcome. Thank you for that gifted sub. Is it Shika Joe? Happy welcome to the family. We got Noted Neb subscribing with tier 1. There's CKCC kicking it off like he always does. One of our biggest supporters. Big shout out to him for always supporting. We got Noted Neb who also subscribed with 1 month at tier 1. So welcome to the family. Noted Neb. Good and wow. Another big supporter, gifting 1 community sub. Yuigi, 5 tier 1 subs. And there we are, $50 Newegg gift card in the bag, on our way to a $100 Newegg gift card. And we are, what are we at now? It says level 5 complete. It's 174%. Let's keep going. So all that sort of stuff. It's an honor. Hey, you guys are all incredible. Seriously, this makes my heart full every time. And I love being here with you guys. It makes, this is so much fun. And we'll have 1,000, 2,000 people here. We had over 10,000 people hang out, almost 10,000 people hang out when we did the bench testing, which at the beginning was a little bit of a train wreck, but thank you so much for being so supportive and just hanging out. Cranium, welcome, subscribing with Prime. We got Anduist, 5 gifted subs. Spur, thank you, and welcome to the family with his sub as well. 300, on our way to 400%. Oh, good. I'm glad, Deep Six. That's awesome. Sprite the Right, welcome. Martin, well, hello. How's Mr. Corden? Jez, are we going to play some games? I think it's going to be post E3. But we have that coming up tomorrow morning, playing some Hearthstone. So yeah, it's going to be a great build. It's a nice quality build. I agree. I'm excited about it. And we're playing with something I've never used before. I actually tested it before. Wolfbeard, 0104, subscribing with Prime. An Unlikely Hero, welcome. Also subscribing with Prime. Welcome to the family. Guys, don't worry. We've got the, I am gonna have to be slow opening that. Unlikely, Shake and Bake, baby. Shake and Bake here with Shake and Bake 76. Welcome as well. The Real Bags, also welcome. Doesn't seem to be, seems to be okay. I'm not making that mistake again. Remember that last time, and then I got a whole clip about it and like thousands of people. Real Bags, welcome, subscribing 1 month. Thank you very much. 3 minutes left, guys. Can you ask where you got that lovely shirt? I don't know. I did buy a bunch of these. I think I got it at Nordstrom's. I think I always get them at Nordstrom's. I think this was at Nordstrom's. Donkey Punch 710, welcome. What is the stream name? It's Seagate SG21, which is an event that's coming up. On June 21st, it's a Celebrate Seagate in Gaming. You can check the link there for some information, but that's how you basically get all that stuff. Eternal Rage, 3 months as well. Spoon Noir as well. We had a 5. Juicy Joels. Juicy Joels, thank you very much for your 5 gifted subs as well. 624%. But yeah, that's what this is all about. Rumor has it was a neighbor clothesline. Wow. I just stole it. Yeah, I just took the shirt. Fair G37, Gunlager drumping 10 community subs. On our way, getting close to 1,000%, guys. Okay, I will tell you what. Next week, we will make it the most difficult hype train. We're gonna make it the most difficult. We're gonna up it. We're gonna up the difficulty. People were saying I'm making it too easy for you guys. So no, it's all good. I'm going good, man. I'm having a good time. I'm excited. I'm ready to build. We're gonna have fun. Welcome for all the follows as well. I never liked facial hair, but it grew on me. Nice. I like that one. I like that. Was it Pram Good dropping the dad jokes early? The blouse of Clark Kent. I don't know what that is. Thank you very much for all those subs, guys. 811%. Tech question. Is an Asus K3 an upgrade to the Corsair K55? IQ makes me hate my keyboard. You know what? Honestly, that's such a personal choice. Maybe somebody in the channel could pop in and give them some thoughts on that. Atrade. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. 1 month. Thank you very much. Welcome to the family. Dad joke hype. That's right, Shake and Bake. I have one right. There we go. Tented Bobcat Gamer has a beard. I think beards are good and also great to comb with Ryzen CPUs. Ryzen CPUs make the best beard combs. I'm just letting you guys know. It's an added benefit. Thank you very much, Malgax Jax. Mal Jack's Jack. 5-month anniversary, guys. And we also have a bunch of people with 1 years that we've had now, and I missed them, and I feel bad because it was like right in the middle of like a crazy stream. Terra's 9 Nino, thank you very much for Prime, guys. We're so never mind. I was gonna say we're so close to 1,000%, but never mind. Fine, we're fine. Noted Nab. Okay, guys. Well, hype train's done. I like to just let that get out of the way so that way we don't have to interrupt the other stuff, and we'll go from there. Let me update the giveaway. Can we get 2 more? Okay, Seagate. Oh, Seagate. What's that? What's that? What? What? Seagate Gaming dropping 10 gifted subs. Choo choo. That is W right there. When you know it's a good game when Seagate drops it out. And then we got Sticker dropping it, Easy E519 doing it as well. Seagate Gaming coming in clutch. There we go. We're past that $50. Let's go and up the giveaway stuff, and then we'll start talking about build. All widgets. Sub goal. Okay, so we're at 114. 114. So we're gonna end this goal. $150 Newegg gift card is on the way. We're working through it. We're at 150. We're at 114. So 6, 20, 15. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're on our way towards a $150 Newegg gift card, and then we Seagate Gaming drop an MVP. That's all I gotta say. So happy to have you here. Now, guys, as we're building, this is the thing. I want to take advantage of this. So as we're building the build today, Seagate Gaming is chilling with us all day, just like we had Jacob from EVGA the other day. Chilling all day. So if you have questions about Seagate products, like, hey, how fast is the FireCuda 520? How fast is the FireCuda 510? Hey, I want to build a NAS. What would you do? That's why Seagate Gaming's here. Basically, they're here to chill, answer questions, just be part of the whole hype. But you guys have an opportunity to talk to them live as we're doing stuff, right? So if you have questions about SG21, if you have questions about what colors go really good with orange and black, these are all things that they can answer. These are all things that they can answer, and they're here in the channel. So yeah, so take advantage of it. At Seagate Gaming, let's keep them. I mean, I know they want to be entertained being a part of this with us, but because we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance. We're gonna sing. It's gonna be fun. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if there's gonna be singing. People were enjoying the singing last time, but point being is that I want you guys to keep them engaged and keep them going. So going from there. Let's see. SI Quan, that's a good one. Maybe that's something that my Blondie can let us know about. But yeah, no, we're being nice. So I use oh, there we go. And then people are like, don't ask for free parts from them, guys. That wasn't what I was saying. I wasn't saying go and get them free parts. I was saying, basically ask some question from there. People are asking how fast is the FireCuda 520 already. I'll answer that one just because we have one right here, because we're putting a 2 terabyte one in the build, and that would be 5,000 megabits per second. And there it is right there. So who wants to talk about build part? Who wants to talk about components? Who wants to have some fun? Let's talk about components. Who's ready to talk about components in the build? I want to see some hype. Let's get some hype in there. 5K, oh yeah, 5,000. I do, moi, people, look, okay, there we go. There we go. So let's get started. Let's get it started. I'm ready. Okay, so let's start with the CPU. Okay, so again, every one of the parts that we're talking about here is a partner in the event for SG21. So if you see a part, then that means they're actually a partner hanging out in are going to be a part of the event that's happening on June 23rd. So as you're seeing stuff, you're like, ooh, I like Seagate, obviously. I like AMD. I like MSI, right? Then you're going to definitely want to tune in, because we're going to have some pretty cool announcements that are part of this whole event. Plus, Deadmau5, that's why he was hanging out, right? We had him here just last week, and so he was a large part of that. That's why he was here on my show, also because we're besties, best of friends. We hang out. I wish that was true. I miss you, Deadmau5. I miss you, Joel. If you're watching, he's not. He's on his way to Phoenix, I think, for a show. But I can dream. Anyway, guys, let's start with our CPU and our motherboard. For our CPU, we're using the Ryzen 5 5600X. Ryzen 5 5600X. A lot of people ask about this CPU for a couple reasons. One, Absolutely, probably it's like one of my favorite CPUs. It was my CPU of the year for 2020. These are now starting to get readily available. Like you can go and purchase them now, which is nice. We're waiting for that for GPUs, but at least for CPUs, we're getting really close to that stuff. One thing I really like about it, cost. It's very low. Cost is great. It's one of the best gaming CPUs, outperforms anything in the Intel stack right now. We're really excited about the stuff coming out for Zen 3. Plus, it's got like things like direct memory access and a lot of things like that we're starting to see innovation that even Team Green and some of the other guys are starting to take note of. And first with PCIe Gen 4, which is awesome. And again, we get things like that unlock for RDNA 2.0 and all that other stuff. So Ryzen 5 5600X is our CPU. For our motherboard, we're using the MSI B550 Unify. I haven't used this board before, but it's very smexy looking. Overall, it's definitely one of their more premium boards. Things that are really good for PCIe Gen 4, and then of course just heated components is it's got that those dual layered M.2 chambers with thermal pads for both sides and stuff like that. We're going to be using an EK specific one in this case, but again, if you don't have that, this will still do a good job of keeping your components nice and cool. You've got things like we talked about, those dual-sided M.2, 2.5 gig LAN, Wi-Fi 6. We've also got great phase. It's got lots of I/O, all that sort of stuff. So I'm really pretty stoked about this, and I really do like MSI motherboards. Their Dragon Setter software has been getting a whole lot better as well. Now to pair with MSI, obviously them being a partner. And honestly, how long has it been, guys, since we've done an all AMD build? And AMD. We're going to be putting inside of this the AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT. This is the gaming trio edition of the MSI. So this is the MSI version of this card. It's nice to actually see this. Really excited. I don't know if you've been paying attention to Computex news, but one of the things that's made it really crazy and harder to recommend Radeon products has been the lack of something called DLSS. For those of you who don't know what DLSS is, it's deep learning super sampling, which has been a large part of basically making ray tracing approachable from a performance perspective. Now we are getting ready to see the Radeon, the AMD version of that is just on the cusp of releasing, so it's exciting. And now these cards have actually been a little bit easier, just a smidge easier to basically get a hold of, and better from a production standpoint. So it's good to see something like that, because that's been something that's been a gap that's existed between NVIDIA and AMD. So excited to see this coming in here. I'm stoked to actually be able to sit there and say, like, yes, let's start putting Radeon cards inside of builds now. And so this is awesome, and this is a great way to kind of kick things off and a way to celebrate the news coming out of Computex. So there you go, great GPU. And again, other thing that's really nice, only a 750 watt power supply. One of the things that we've seen specifically with Team Green is just the more power hungry GPUs. But now we're seeing things where we're going to use a 750 watt power supply. In fact, let's grab it. That's the NZXT C750, which is only 750 watts, more than enough power for this one. And one of those things that, like every dollar counts nowadays. And so being able to use a 750 watt PSU for this is always really good. Now we've also got the Seagate, just because we want to make sure we're using the latest and the greatest. We got a Seagate FireCuda 520 that we're putting inside of this for storage. It's 2 terabytes. That's more than enough storage room for this, and making sure we're taking advantage of the B550 single slot PCIe Gen 4 NVMe on that top M.2. And again, we also have a PCIe Gen 4 GPU as well. So yeah, going from there. For cooling, not that honestly, the 5600X runs really cool, but again, EK is like, look, we're legit. We're coming to play. We got to make sure that we're having some fun, and we want to make sure you guys see this stuff. And that's the EK AIO 360 DARGB. I know a lot of my community members really love these. Really love these AIOs. I've used it a couple times. Beautiful RGB. And everybody stop. Just take a minute. Everybody knows what happens the more RGB you have in your system. Come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it. What is it? I'm waiting for you guys to tell me. What happens? That's right. There you go. You get 10 points for Zaburstein, sorry. More FPS. That is absolutely true. So this has all that RGB crammed into the AIO pump cover, so we know that we're getting a bajillion% more FPS because of this AIO. And then again, we talked about the C750. For RAM, Again, we have RGB RAM as well. We're using the G.Skill Trident Z Neo. We're using 32 gigs at 3600 megahertz with CL16. So it's the Trident Z Neo kit, which means it's targeted specifically for AMD, which is awesome. And then the other thing too that EK threw in here is we've got these this NVMe SSD cover that we're going to be playing around with. So we're going to be fiddling with this. We're going to be putting this on the FireCuda 520, making sure it stays nice and cool. And it's a pretty cool enclosure. So I was playing with this a little bit earlier, and you guys will get to see that. So something new on the show. Let's celebrate a little bit there, because we always like to see new stuff in there as well. Did I forget anything? No, I did not. That is the parts, guys. What do you think? Oh, and then of course case, duh. The NZXT H710, love this case. It's got a lot more air room in terms of pulling in air. It's gonna be great with the 360 AIO. We're gonna be front mounting that AIO as well. I'm gonna see if it'll top mount. I don't think it will. And then it's a very nice case to build in. They did some really good jobs. I know a lot of people don't like the closed portion on the front. We're gonna try and do push-pull. So if we can do push-pull, that should make up for any cooling stuff. But again, 5600X is an overall. It's just a great, nice and frosty CPU. So cooling with the 360 should be absolutely more than enough. So good from there. Noctua are the best fans. They, I don't know. Again, some of it has to do with putting lights inside of them. So there is actually some reasoning between Noctua and not putting lights in their fans. So. Hey, thanks Santa Fe for resubbing. That's awesome. Any difference between the RX 6800 XT and the RX 6? Yes, there is a difference, a pretty big difference, probably about somewhere between, I think about 20%. If I don't remember off the top, I'm remembering off the top of my head Logan Fury in terms of the difference between a 67 and a 6800. 6800, when you think about it, the way to think about it, 6800 is 4K gaming. Really is where you can start to do 4K gaming. 6700 XT is really good at that 1440p range. So yeah. Well, you got to make room for airflow, so that's why my Corsair fans suck. Nice, UEG. That was a good joke. Any idea how to enter the giveaway? The command doesn't seem to be working. What command? Shane Shack, there's a link for basically being able to enter. There's a thing to go off to. There it is right there. Tigger McGee, does that work? I think I tested it and it looked like it was fine. Yeah, there's no command to enter. There is no command. You basically have to go off to a site and go do it. The link works. Okay, cool. Awesome. Blondie says it works, and I don't want to get yelled at by Blondie, so follow those rules. Cool. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, guys, who's ready to build? Who's ready to build? 1,100 people here right now and just so you guys know, I don't just stream to Twitch. I don't just stream to YouTube. I stream to Twitch, YouTube, twitch.tv/Newegg, and I think I have like 2 people who always like to watch me on Facebook. The Facebook faithful, we call them. Same couple of people. So yeah, people are ready to go. Okay, so there's all the parts that's gonna put away, and let's start the Bealdabub. Bum 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 bum. And there's right there. And there's right there. There's that. There's that. We got everything there. Grab this and this. And that, okay. There's our GPU, our B550. And there, okay, so let's start here. Let's get this down. Or put it over to the side. And let's get started on this motherboard. Okay, so here we go, starting with the motherboard. But guys, I think before we get going, we need to talk about, we need a dad joke, right? Because everybody wants dad jokes. And I think I've gone 2 shows with almost doing none just because of all of the, like the weirder shows. So let's get a dad joke. Even though I do have to admit, it was a more off-color dad joke, but you know, Deadmau5 was dropping dad jokes, you know, and so I appreciate, you know, again, he wasn't a dad, but you know, they were still those nice, good jokes, and so we didn't go completely without some sort of humorous entertainment for the Deadmau5 show. Let me bring up my dad jokes. Here we go. By the way, I do want to show this one because we're gonna show this. We're gonna start with this one, and I am trying to see if I can get one of these because I think they would be awesome. So we'll bring this up, top down. It's the 3080 Ti. Come on, guys, that is funny. It's the 3080 Ti. Everybody remembers from the thing right there. So it's like the 3080 Ti. Loved that. Want to get one just because that was hilarious. So again, that dad joke what starts with it. That's quality right there. So that's where we're gonna start. We're gonna start with that one, and I want to see if I can get those made because they need to exist. But yeah. Okay, let me bring up another one. Okay, let's see what you hear. Okay. Okay, here we go. This one's from Super Doomsday. He's actually put a lot of these jokes in. Dad goes, he says, hey, Dad, he's talking to his son. He says, Dad, did you hear about the kid? Dad says to his son, son, did you hear about the kidnapping at school? And the son goes, no. What happened? Dad says, it's okay. It's okay. He woke up. Oh my gosh. Okay. Want to hear it? You guys want to hear a song about tortillas? Anybody want to hear a song about tortillas? Well, guys, it's not really a song. It's more of a rap. Okay. So there you go. There's a couple of them for you to kick off. Yeah, I think Seagate Gaming just left. I thought that was good. That was good. Good job, Angry Puppy 73 for putting that one in there and going for that. Now, if you guys have really great dad jokes, head on over to our Discord, discord.gg/Robeytech. There is a dad joke section. Now, I'm going to tell you, make sure when you get there, you might be like, why, I can't see anything. Make sure you go accept the rules. Blondie likes to keep things nice and neat and family friendly, so we need you to go read the rules. Once you hit that check mark, then you'll be able to see our whole Discord and be a part of our awesome community. In fact, we have a bot. His name's the House of Tom, who likes to go around and help people with that stuff. So if you see our bot, House of Tom, just throw him an SD card and tell him to fetch. But he's pretty awesome. And so if you want to go from there. So no, today is Thursday. I'm streaming specifically for our Seagate stuff. So that's where it's going to. Have you heard about the toilet joke? This one's from Semi-Mortal. Guys, have you heard about the toilet joke? Don't worry, it stinks. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go and get started in here. It's time to build, guys. By the way, I was taking a look at this motherboard a little bit earlier today because I was working through how to use that EK heatsink, and check this out. Like it's like a little bit of a transformer thing. It just like kind of pops up. Look at that. Isn't that fancy? It's fancy. And then you can like easily take out the motherboard. But I like transformer. I like transformer mother. Whoa! Look at that. What is this? Is this a, what is that? Oh, it's a fancy, it's for making a Wi-Fi hub. Look at that thing. I'm pretty sure that if I put this together, it comes with a free drone. Wow, fancy. Nano, yeah, it's like those drones on Big Brother, big, what is it? Big Number 5. What is that name of that movie? The Pixar one? Oh my gosh, now I can't remember what it is. Anyway, guys, super cool. Big Hero 6, thank you. Mine blew up there. So anyway, Big Hero 6. I'm pretty sure this comes with the Big Hero 6. Boss baby, whatever. Way to troll. Way to troll. Okay, here we go. Pulling this out. Let's go and open up our motherboard and we'll start playing around in here. This is a nice looking motherboard, by the way. I just have to say. Okay, here we go. Look at this. That's a beast right there. Oh, that is a beast right there. Whew. Look at that. We'll zoom in and give you a better view. As soon as I find my remote. Where's my remote? Remote. Oh, there you are. Not Ramon, remote. Okay. Oh, I can't see I made it so I can't see my own screen here. Get this moved over so I can see it better. There you go. Okay. Move that out of the way so I can actually see. Okay, cool. Now we can see the Okay. So there is our motherboard. Let's do some peels. We got a dragon hidden under some plastic here. Oh no, it's gonna do that. Oh, cool. It came up. Look at that. Let's free the dragon. Oh, the dragon. Ooh, that is pretty. I like the dark subtleness of that one. And there we go. Dragon is free. Okay, so let's walk through real quick, just talk you guys through quickly. I like to do this. I won't take too much time. I know I've been kind of babbling a bit, but you know, you guys are like, I want to see a build, Robey. Okay, first thing up here, we got EPS. This is the stuff that basically, and we got 2 of them, 8-pin. This is a pretty substantial VRM. One of the things that's motherboard is going to be good for overclocking. You can see some of that stuff. Again, I don't know the phase stuff off the top of my head, but usually that's a pretty big sign. And we've got active cooling between the two. In terms of the VRM stuff, and 2 8-pins. Again, you only need to use one. We're only going to use one for this particular build, but the reason being is that if you're going to do some extreme overclocking, that's usually what you'll see the second one for what's called LN2 overclocking, which is liquid nitrogen. We've got fan headers up here. Another thing of premium board is you'll see this digital readout right here. This will do stuff like it'll show you error codes, etc. We just did a whole video on like bench testing your motherboard, bench testing your build before you put it inside. But again, this is one of those things that can make that a little bit easier, because you can say, oh, this tells me if it's the RAM or whatever it is. And so this one is just showing, that's one of the things that's really nice about this stuff. We got 2 fan headers here. The one on the, where is our Oh, 3. Oh, this one's hidden. The 3rd fan is actually down below, and this is actually your CPU fan right here. We got 4 DIMMs for RAM. 2 of basically it's still dual channel, but again they allow you to actually use 4 DIMMs. We got a 24-pin ATX power. 24-pin ATX. This powers the other 3/4 of the motherboard. We've got USB-C, which is always a bonus. We've got 6 SATA as well. I'm assuming some of these turn off when you basically use your M.2. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got a total of 7. 8 fan headers. And then we've got, this is our front panel connection right here, front panel, which is right here. We've got, it's got an actual power and reset, which we showed in that video that we just did. So this would be a great board for bench testing, because you can basically do stuff without having to use the jump, basically jump the board. We got USB, 2 USB 2. Then we've got there's only a single, is there only a single ARGB? And is there another one? Okay, so there's 1, 2 ARGB headers, which are super important. Again, this is additional power for the PCIe connections, and then you've got your HD audio. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 NVMe slots in this, by the way, guys. This is actually up to 4, which is crazy. So that means that the chipset for this is doing a lot. And then the top one is PCIe Gen 4, as is the first by 16, which is why it's silver. A lot of times they just like to let you know that that's how these are PCIe Gen 4. 2 by 1s, and then another by, looks like a by 8 down here at the bottom. So that is the motherboard in general. And then of course you've got your socket for your Ryzen and all that sort of stuff. So there you go. Hopefully you learned something, and we go from there. So yeah, so much more stable. Okay, here we go. Let's grab our other components, and we're gonna grab everything we need for the motherboard right now. Motherboard, putting the motherboard together. Okay. First thing we're gonna do is open up and get our Ryzen 5 5600X out of here. Cool. So we're gonna take this and go to top down, take this to 90 degrees. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna use it on its side. Goes in on the side, there's a little arrow in the top left-hand corner, just pop it in, pop that down, and then just make sure it's in nice and solidly, and there you go, you're good to go. There we go. Number 1 in. Whoa, it's just like shooting out here. Okay, sorry, wasn't prepared for that craziness. Okay, next up, let's go and do our RAM. You guys want the RAM? You want the click mic. We're going to test to see how good the clicking is on this one. This is a very important part of the show. Everybody knows this. Okay, here we go. Getting out the click mic. Do it. This is like ASMR PC building. Okay, we got the mic out, turning it on. You've lost that love and feeling. Can you hear it? Is it good? Oh, that love and feeling. You've lost that love and feeling. Okay, so you guys, that's good. We can hear the click. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, everything seems to be good there. Here we go. So let's grab our RAM. and go from here. Okay, opening up our RAM here. Okay, everybody's ready for the click. The shameless mic test. There we go. Okay, we're gonna dump the RAM out like waffles. May the 4th giveaway, I'm not announcing on this shit. This has nothing to do with me. Sorry, Ganomi. That's the May the 4th one is not here. We'll be announcing the Razer giveaway on Friday, but I didn't do anything with the May the 4th build. We'll miss you, Momo, son. Okay, here we go, guys. Click time is ready. Okay, first one. I'm gonna undo our. This one could be good because it's both sides. Okay, here we go. First one, lining it up like so. Here we go. First one. Oh, oh. That was good. That was a good click. That was a good click. Okay, here we go. Number two. Number two. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, that was 8 out of 10 for sure on that one. I agree. Okay, here we go. Next click. Oh, quality. So again, yeah, G-Skill's performing here, and it's coming through nice. It's coming through nice. That's good. That's good clicks right there. Okay, here we go. Another one. Oh, solid clicks. That is click. I feel you. Guys, I'm almost going to need a moment after this because the clicks are so good. One more. Oh! That was good. That was good. Oh, man, I need a moment. Woo! Woo! It's a little hot in here. It's a little hot in here. That was, yeah. Ooh. There's just some things that just make me happy. Yeah, that was better than cake. That was better than cake. Yeah, I need an after click cigarette. I agree. That's the best I've seen in a while. I might need to turn this. I might need to turn the stream off for a little while and get back to it. I need to pace myself. I need something. Oh man, yeah. Joel. If Joel were here, he would have been smoking for sure at that point in time. It's 32 gigs. Okay, cool. Click cam. I mean, click mic is out. Okay, guys, now this is the interesting thing. We're going to be playing with this new EK. It's not new. Where's my tiny screwdriver? This would be bad. Oh, there it is. We're going to be using this new, not crazy new. Like I've never used it before. We're using a special NVMe heatsink for our 2 terabyte FireCuda 520 PCIe Gen 4. So something a little bit interesting here is first thing we're going to do, and this is going to be interesting, we're going to take, I'm going to take it off with that. That's not going to do me any good with my, I fixed it. Okay, grab our Phillips head here. Okay, I'm going to take these off. Avert thy eyes if you're not into, hey, I'm glad you're liking it, Movieata. Okay, avert thy eyes. This is going to be, we're going to see some naked components here. So we're going to take this and we're going to remove this completely. This is just going to go into the little bin here. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're also going to do this. We're going to take this off. So it's bare. It's just bare, nothing else in here. It's just going to be bare like this. We took off all the thermal pads for this. I wonder if this, I wish this, yeah, and then we're gonna take this other thermal pad off. It's gonna be bare, okay? So that's like 3 thermal pads we've taken off of this build already. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up this PCIe Gen 4, FireCuda 520. FireCuda 520 in the house. I fix it. Okay, here we go. FireCuda 520 out of the box. Out of the box. Out of the box here. Okay, and then what we're gonna do, oops, that was not, okay, here it is. Let's take this. Okay. Our 2 terabyte right here. Rip that little bad boy open. Okay, there's our FireCuda 520. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out this little tiny enclosure here. Little tiny enclosure. And this is a special heat sink. Yeah, this is a special heat sink. I've already kind of put this together. This is a special heat sink for the M.2. We're gonna be using a special EK one here. And so here's our instructions here that we're gonna be using for this. We're gonna take this off. Here's our actual enclosure here. Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna keep this little baggie because I actually need that. I'm gonna put all this stuff that I just took out inside this little baggie here. I'll protect it a little bit. There we go. Best I can here. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is we've got 2 parts this thing. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove these thermal pads. So you cut by the way, you cut these. So these are cut. I cut these down to size. So it's gonna have a dual thermal pad application to it. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna line this up like so. Okay, so that goes like that and it's lined up. And then what I'm going to do is, just to make sure it's really good, is we're going to go ahead and peel this off. Because we want to make sure that there's not, like, it's got another thermal pad, so we want the thermal pads to hit right on the top of this. Okay, so there we go. So that's now ready. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and peel this one off. Come on, let go, let go, let go. Where's the hardest part? Little peel here. Yep. It's gonna give it to me. This is a problem when you don't have. Oh, here, let's use this. Problem when you have nails. There we go. No, I put it back down. Robey, what are you doing? Gosh darn it, man. This is going to be like the whole show is just me getting this peel. There we go. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do, just to make sure we get maximum cooling, put that, line that up like this. Okay, so there we go. Now our M.2 is in its enclosure. And then what I do is I grab these. I know this channel should, you're right, Rugen. This channel should be rated M for mature. Give this a little bit of room here so you guys can see a little bit better. So there's our enclosure. We get out these little clips. Okay. And then what we do is you put this little clip on. Whoopsie. Whoopsie! Techs don't do that anymore. They used to drink to that when I did that. Okay, so there, that clips up. And this, make sure it's lined up. And this goes all the way up. Like that, and then you gotta, okay, there we go. Okay, so that's that. So now it's like locked on there. And we're gonna do it on the back one too. Same deal. Okay, what's going on here? This is like not quite sitting the way it's supposed to. Hold on one sec. It's like the chiplets in the back aren't quite. Ooh, geez, okay. This may not work with this board. Yeah, because it's like this has actually got a double-sided, this NVMe might be too big. So I was looking to see what it is, but so here if you guys can see, the actual NVMe for this is actually too big. So it doesn't quite fit. I think this is just for a single, like if it's a 1 terabyte, but we're gonna have to go back to plan A and go back without using this. So we'll fix that real quick. So something I did not know or I've never used these before. These are new. So I'm going to grab my little thing here. And we're going to re-put this back together and go with it. The cooling off of the motherboard is going to be more than enough though. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this, and the reason is that because this has got a whole series of chips in the back, it's just too thick for the whole clip. It won't lay straight. I don't think so anyway. Maybe if I did the back one, yeah, it's just too thick. It's too thick for the clips. Maybe I'm gonna try this one more time and see if I can do it from the back first and see if that makes a difference. I might have to do it from the back first. Hold on, let me try. It actually might be okay. Just gotta get it lined up right. Okay, there we go. Then put that right there. Yeah, it's just too thick. Maybe. Maybe not. Hold on. Yeah, it's too thick. Okay, well, we tried. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be more for like a 1 terabyte. There's actually limitations on this. Okay, so let's take this off. I have used that a lot. Let's put this back on because we don't have to worry about that as much on this one. Okay, there we go. Now what we're gonna do is just gonna put this away. I was excited about getting to use this, but it's just there's too much power in this NVMe SSD. So we're gonna go back to plan A and use the ones that come with the whole the motherboard. Okay. So we're gonna get that. Where's the there? You put this stuff away for now, and then we'll just move forward. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, the MSI ones, like the ones that are included on this motherboard, are going to be more than capable of keeping this Gen 4 cool. It would have been neat to get to use EK's NVMe stuff, but it's just a little too thick. No big deal. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to reapply all this thermal pad to here. You guys get to see it reverse engineered and then engineered. go. Like putting on a sticker. Okay, good. Nailed that one. Okay, next up, another one. Double layer of thermal pad here. There we go. Now we can put this off. And I didn't technically even need to do that for the other one either. I didn't have to remove the sticker. This like they've come out and specifically said, motherboard manufacturers have come out, or sorry, SSD manufacturers have come out and said like the thermal transfer via the sticker is absolutely fine too. It doesn't like it's not causing any issues. Because it doesn't like it still absorbs some heat. But given we've already taken the stickers off of these things, we might as well just do it now. Give them best thermal transfer possibility we can. There we go. Take this one off. There we go. Okay, and there we go. Now we're going to take our FireCuda 520, little slot in the M.2, just like that. Pop it in. There we go. Let's grab our screw we have here. Tiny screws. There we go. Where is my screw? Oh, no. I'll take this off again. Oh, it's right here. Okay, there we go. That is in. And now we can put that on. And we've got maximum cooling. Okay, oh, there it is. Okay, M.2 is in. Everything is in and ready to go. And we are good to go now. Okay, cool. We're good to go there. Let's find a little screw bag for these. Somebody doesn't lose them. In case the winner wants to put more NVMe in. Okay, cool. So now our motherboard, I'm gonna check our EK. Check our EK check our EK AIO, see what the mounting mechanism is, and then we'll move on from there. Sorry about that, guys. It was a little bit slower than we expected in terms of getting that stuff done. Okay, cool. Let's grab our AIO, see what our mounting mechanism is for this. Okay. And we are at 128, guys. You do not need to take the stickers off. You do not. Since I already had that one off that I peeled off to do the EK thing, I just decided to just take them off. You do not need to take the stickers off. It does not materially impact the heat or heat dissipation on the M.2. So you know you do not need to take the stickers off. Okay, I put my knife somewhere. Do not know where I put it, so I will use the mini knife for now. So. Okay. So here is our look at the size of this book, man. Okay. We need the mounting for this. Okay, so I'm going to see what the mounting mechanism is for this because I always like to do it. I've only done one of these before, so we're going to check for the Intel. We don't want Intel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, no, that's not, that would be not English. Okay, here it is. So yes, okay, so it's the standard little bracket things, which is fine. Cool, awesome. I like that a lot. That's what I thought it was. There's like a little protection thing on this. They're like, yes, we want to know if you opened it. There we go. So, and then there is no, oh, there is pre-applied thermal paste, okay. So what I'm looking for here is there's our AM4 brackets, there's our AM4 stuff. Oh, that's Intel. That is our mounting screws. Screws for brackets. There's all of our other stuff. There's our AMD brackets and our split cable stuff. Okay, so we do not need that. We do not need that. And we do not need this. Okay, cool. This is the stuff that we need for later. But I just want to make sure it's out. Okay, let me put this away for now. Along with that. And we're going to keep going. Now I'm going to try and see, there's a little bit of some experimentation in this build. We're going to try and see if we can actually do a push-pull with the 360 in the front. It's the only fans we actually have to do. So it's actually, this build isn't going to take as long, minus the little bit of the distraction we had around getting that M.2 installed. Oopsie. Oopsie. There we go. Nice tight screws on that. There we go. Okay, now let's grab our screw things here. There it is. Hey, Newegg's here. Whoa, that's cool. We got Seagate and Newegg. I got everybody in the channel today. That's awesome. What's up, Newegg? Hanging out today? There we go. And then we're going to add that one. And now our motherboard is ready to go. Make sure those are nice and tight. And we're good. Okay. So you set this off to the side. Like this. Let's grab our case. Hey, CKCC dropping 25 gifted subs. Thank you very much, CK. Amazing support, man. Thank you. Okay, here's what we're going to do, guys. Let's get this case stripped. Naked cases. It's rated R again. Rated R stream. Ugh. Okay, then again, and NZXT. There's our extra stuff. And I don't think, oh, let's take our, this one always scares me. Oh, sorry guys, you guys can't see. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna, oh, it comes out. Did that go? Okay, there you go. So that's out. Same thing with the top. There it is. So I think we actually have quite a bit of room right here. But I think, I don't know, we'll have to see how thick the radiator is, but I'm hoping that we can do a push-pull. I mean, this 140 is more than enough exhaust. We could add one more 140 here just to pull, to do a tool, because I mean, we'd be basically having a whole thing. I just got to see how thick this is. If not, then we'll actually just do a pull. An air pull, but ideally we get push-pull because we get more air via the high static pressure fans that NZXT's put at the front. We'll just have to see what we're able to do. And so I'm going to test the thickness of that and then see if we might be able to do that. But yeah, that's where it is from here. That's what we're going to be checking out. But I love this case. This case is a very easy case to build in terms of just putting parts in, which I like. But that's the only fan experimentation we're going to be doing, is just seeing if we can do a push-pull configuration on the AIO. So why don't we, before we do, let's give that a go. Let's figure that out first. So we're gonna put this off to the side. There's a couple options we have, and I just want to give it, I want to see what we can do. Because the other one that I could do, which would be nice, is just doing a straight up exhaust AIO thing. But I know like the Z and sometimes mounting a 360 to the top of this thing doesn't go as well as we'd hope. So let's go ahead and just, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put one fan, whoa. We're gonna grab the fans and go from there and start here. There we go. And see what we're able to do here. This is a pretty thick radiator, so I have to see. I like these. I like this. These are easy fans to install though, which is nice. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to test is I'm just going to put a single fan on here, and it doesn't matter which direction, it's okay either one, just to basically see how much our thickness is and then see what we got. I'm going to check, I have two things I want to look here. I want to see I want to see if we can top mount it and what our options are for this, because it can be questionable from time. So we're just going to get we're going to get these mounted real quick and then go from there. There it is. What did I do with my... I'm not being too crazy. Again, this is just an experiment right now, so I'm just getting enough in that I can test. That'll tell me thickness and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so there we go. Put this down a little bit. Ugh. Okay, so first test is if we wanted to do push-pull, what our options are here. Can this fit? we'd have to run this up and through. Hold on. Actually, hold on. I know the best way to test this. We can test both these the same way. I'm going to go ahead and add one more fan here, just to see. This is always fun. This is the fun stuff when you have something a little bit new. So there's a little bit of a challenge in this, you know? Not as routine as the other builds, guys. Not as routine. Oopsie. Quite in. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the bracket here. There's a bracket at the top that you can basically remove and take out, which is pretty cool. Makes it easy for mounting. You can put the radiator on the top of it, and then you may mount the fans in between. So that'll be the second configuration we'll test. And then I'm going to make a call on which one I decide I'm going to do. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go. First one, we wanted to, and again, these fans are not set up for it correctly. This is just a test thickness right now. Is if we wanted to push pull, in this case, could we? Yeah, so we have plenty of room. Look at that. We could actually do a full push pull configuration here inside of the case. So that would be an option. The fan would go, the stuff would go across like this, and we'd have plenty of room, and you could do a full push pull for your stuff, which ideally, I mean, honestly, I mean, I got to turn the fans around, right? I mean, they're not set right that. I do want to check real quick too. Let's just check this real quick. So one more test is this one. Is whether this, so I want it to go this way, sorry. Whether this would fit. And it looks like it would. I'm gonna mount this real quick, and then the other option, because on the Kraken, we didn't have this option. We couldn't top mount it. But I'm gonna see if I can top mount it on this one. What do the back of these fans look like? Yeah, they're not the prettiest. Okay, so this is the back of the thing. That goes like this, okay. Top down, okay. Let's take these off real quick and then see what it makes sense. And again, we've tested, like, so if I mean, push-pull would be great, right? You're just getting a ton of air through the radiator. A 5600X, you could do it. Aesthetically, I'd prefer, and it'd be fine for cooling, because we've tested this. 360 AIO is more than enough cooling capacity for a 5600X AIO, right? So I'm not worried about that. Okay, so I want this to be like this, which means I need this here. Now the question is, it looks like it all lines up. Oop, maybe not. Oh, no, it doesn't, see? This is why we test it. So it's just, it would line up, but the problem is this right here. So this is why you test. We can't even top mount it if we wanted to. So because this water bit right here is actually blocking it from being able to, like, otherwise it would be perfect. I mean, I could do this great, but because of this, I can't top mount the AIO. Okay, so we are going to do a push-pull configuration. That's what we're going to do, and so let's get it done. Okay, so in order to do that, what we need is we're going to be setting this like this, and we want the fans to be on this side, like so. The bracket you can't flip, guys, because it only goes in one way. So the bracket has to go in this way. And so there's no, like, even if I flipped it, like even this way, notice what I need is this cutout all the way over here, and it's not. So there's just, like, looking at it, it just doesn't work. And I need it to be, I need it on the other side. So this is fine. This will be completely okay. This is still going to be great cooling. Trim the metal. Yeah, I could do that too. And I need to make sure I put these in pull, not in, and because it's going to be pushed through and then pull. So I need to make sure I'm doing it the right way. This is why we have fun, guys. I almost did, but I caught myself. Okay. Yeah, there's that one. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then we need one more fan right here. We're gonna have lots of airflow on this bad boy. Okay, now, next thing we're gonna do, whoopsie, is not that. Put these off like that, and then we're gonna grab the front back bracket of this. Top down, cam link. There you go. Okay, so this does not have a bracket. Now I want to, what I am gonna do is see. Yeah, those are going to be the better fans. We're going to switch fans to a better high static pressure fan for the front, given that we want to push through a radiator. So we're going to switch the airflow fans that are currently in the front of this case with NZXT high static pressure fans, which are the same ones that go on their Kraken AIOs instead of the ones that come with the case. But the one thing that's going to be interesting about this particular thing is just how this is going to mount. It's going to be hard. This is not really fun. So we're gonna take these out. Let's grab our wow stick and remove these. I wish the bracket came out. That would have been nice, like the H710 does, but this does not do that. Okay, another fan out. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'll let you guys know what the temps are when we test this just to see, because this is the first time putting like a 360 push-pull inside of an H710. And it'll be interesting. And we've replaced, like I said, we're replacing with those Kraken high static pressure fans versus the airflow fans that come with the H710. So a bit nicer in terms of the fans that we're pulling as well. There you go. Okay, now our fans are out. And luckily this case comes with so many fan splitters. That's actually pretty unreal. Okay, so these are our high airflow fans. Get these out of the way. Okay, cool. Now for the weird part, the hard part. Because now what we got to do is we got to mount this in what might be best. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. We just need to get one mounted. This is going to be interesting. Okay, I don't need these. Those are. Okay. We have the fans. Okay. There we go. What we're mounting right now is we're just getting the thing lined up. Once we get one in, the rest are going to be easy. So we just got to get one in. Okay. Also just want to make sure nothing's like stuck. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got our radiator in. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our fans. We just need one fan to be lined up here. Okay. Once we get one in and one fan basically mounted, then we're going to be in good shape here. Okay. I think I've got one. This happens, we're in miracle lane, guys. Okay, there's that one. Hey, we got it. Look at that. There you go. See? Look at that. Look at that radiator. And we got, I mean, we don't have all the, I mean, it's not all done being hooked up, but there you go. You can see we got full push-pull, and we're just going to hook up our other little fans here, and then we'll be good to go. But look at that. More, yeah. What do you mean it's upside down? No, it is not. Oh my gosh. Please don't say it. The The pump will be below the top of the radiator. It's going to be fine. Please don't do that. It is not taught you. This is totally okay. Oh my gosh, I knew somebody was going to basically say that. I'm like, no. Please stop please stop weaponizing Steve's video. Okay, this is not quite. Okay, let's see. This isn't. Wait a minute. What's going on here? There we go. Ooh. Is this not quite? No, that's right. This is not quite. Okay, there we go. I'm just making sure. Once I can get 4 in, then the rest goes really easy, because then you have the mount and they're all lined up. Okay, cool. Now we do our next one. Okay, next one. Next fan. You guys are all my fans, but I'm talking about these fans. I'm gonna get these fans in now. There we go. That is a lot of cooling right there. I'm happy. It's gonna be fun. There we go. Okay, now. Okay. Trying to get these last fans in. Okay. Now we got all the fans in, so now we can just finish the screws, and we'll have a complete push-pull radiator configuration for this AIO with high static pressure fans for the push, and then airflow / high static pressure for the pull. So it should be great. Why is this not going in? It's like it's lined up. Oh, come on. There it goes. It's like being a pain. It's like, come on, get in the hole. Okay, one more screw, guys, and we will have we'll have a push-pull configuration radiator. Boom. Yes, I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited. I like that we're doing something unique on the show today. There's been all sorts of unique stuff. It's always fun. Okay, radiators mounted. That was going to be the slowest part. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with you. There's still 1,200 people still hanging out, so thank you. 785 hanging out on Twitch. You guys are amazing. Okay, and then all of our cabling is all over here. and ready to go, which is great. Great. Okay, now we can put in our motherboard and keep going. That was like the slowest part. So, yay! Oh, let's put this back on. We don't need to do anything. We have a lot. I'm actually going to go ahead and let's grab. I'm gonna go ahead and grab, just because, to make it that much better. I'm gonna grab 2 of those airflow fans I just put down here, and we're gonna put them as exhaust for this, for the case. Back is okay, cool. Just gonna throw a couple exhaust fans on this. The mounting for this is just a little bit weird, but we'll find it. Like I said, we're trying to create a slight, going to top down, guys. We're trying to create a slight overpressure, not too much, and because we have as much as we do, trying to make something a little bit less overpressure and create a better exhaust situation. So with this 140, these two, with the 140, I could do a single 120 probably and be okay, but some of this stuff is going to be blocked, so it should be okay. Okay, let's grab. Whoa, that was okay. Maybe not using the AIO. I'm just trying to leave maximum amount of room at the top for cable stuff, so that's why I'm mounting these in the rooftop versus mounting them below, so it's just a little bit easier. And then we'll get this back in, and then we'll be good to go. Okay. One more screw. Okay, there we go. Oh, you know what, guys? Did I really just do what I think I did? Oh, it's okay. Actually, that'll be fine. We're actually okay. That should be fine. Because these don't need to be too terribly long. Yep. You guys, I did. I'm going to have to flip these around. These are really long, though. These actually might be okay. These actually might be okay. I need longer. Okay, we're going to flip them around. Dang it. I want to do it right. I put the fans on backwards. I need the wires the other way. Oh, Robey, you're doing so well. Okay. I want these to match, so we'll make sure that they match direction. I want the labels to match. That's what I'm just verifying, guys. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now we can put this on. So we're gonna put this on again. I'm wondering how long this is. Like if it goes to the back here, I'm gonna figure out which way I want to run the cables though, but let's get this on. There we go. Okay, so now that's all back on. That's brackets back on. Okay, and then we're going to run that through real quick. Take care of that one. This one. I'm going to come over here with these cables and run down. Okay. Okay, cool. Now we got all that stuff done. The bracket's in, the exhaust fans are in. We got a little bit more exhaust. Again, we're still gonna be slightly over pressure, right? And then we should be good with that 140, and then with 6 intake, essentially, even though it's not quite 6, it's like we're gonna create a little more slight overpressure versus like a full-blown overpressure. Okay, let's go to top down now. Oops. And get the rest of this built. Because remember, this airflow is basically blowing directly in. The other reason you might be saying, well, Robey, you're adding 2 more fans, but when you look at about how I'm basically setting up the exhaust, they're going to be blowing against the wall and then out. So they're not going to be massively exhaust. They're going to be just adding just enough airflow out of the top just to get heat to escape, without basically like having the full, like just open, unabated power that this 140 does in the back. So again, you're still gonna have a positive pressure situation inside the case. I do need to get some incense so we can actually test that stuff live on the show. I don't know if we'll do that in the thing, but it's just something to consider. Okay, so let's go to top down again, and let's put our motherboard in. Don't need these, so we'll take these off. Take this off. There we go. Okay, Mobo. Make sure nothing's gonna get stuck in there. Should be good. Get that up there. Now finally we're putting the whole thing in. You guys, I don't usually go in this order, but I wanted to see what our radiator configuration was going to be. Okay, there we go. Now now we're finally cooking something here. Zoom out a little bit for you guys. Oh, we're at 158. Let me update the giveaway. Guys, how are we doing on likes on YouTube? 158, so we're on our way to a 5600X. Okay, next goal's going. 469, come on guys, we gotta get to 700 if we wanna give away that second 1 terabyte SN520. I mean, we're talking about like, wow, sorry. A second Fire CUDA 520. If we wanna give away that second Fire CUDA 520, we need to get that done, guys. I like literally just mixed brands there, and I think I'm gonna get shot. Okay, I'm just getting out all our stuff here. We got some fans, stuff I don't need. Don't need these. You got to go over to youtube.com/Robeytech and youtube.com/Robeytech and like the video, the stream that's happening right now. Okay. Don't forget, guys, we have the fine folks at Seagate Gaming are here in the channel. So if you have questions, you know, about the Fire CUDA 520 or any other Seagate products, take advantage. You can ask questions to those guys or girls. They might be either one, and they're hanging out today. So you guys get an opportunity to basically have somebody here and talk to them. Crackling sound. I don't know if he's talking to me or what. Thank you for all those subs, guys, and all those follows. Oh, thank you very much, Cole, for doing such a good job over there. Do you guys hear static? Oh, it was there? Just getting stuff in here. Okay. Just getting our motherboard in. Just getting those few screws in. Got plenty of room at the top for all of our cable management, which is nice. There we go. Okay. Now is the fun part. Let's get our AIO mounted. There we go. Okay, now what we need to do is let's get our AIO mounted. So this is like that interesting bit here. This is going to go like this. Okay, now we need our bracket. Hey, Chad, thank you very much, man. I super appreciate the support, dude. That's huge, thank you. Okay, we're gonna get our stuff out so we can get our bracket on. Get this bad boy mounted. Yeah. Okay. These are for this. Okay, so this is going to go. Mike. That's a beautiful thermal paste pattern on here. This is pretty easy to put together compared to like the Deep Cool. I love how easy this AIO is to put together. You just got to be super careful of the tubes on this. You can crack the tubing and cause it to leak. That's the only thing I'd say, is just to be a little bit cautious of. At least I've seen that. I've had that happen a couple times, but anytime when you just don't have to, you don't bend them a lot, it's actually completely okay. There we go. Okay. No, I want this to go like this. There we go. No, that's too twisty. I feel like that's like super weird. Like, what's the ideal way to do this here? Oh, it might be this. Oop, no, let's not twist. I'm trying not to twist it too much, but that seems like the right way right there. What do you guys think here? I'm trying to think of the best way to mount this. Definitely need the EK on this side. So it's like either this way or it's this way. Feels like that way is going to be the right way. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here for tubes here. And that's mounted right. Yeah, I know, I'm trying not to break it. But that feels, I mean, that feels okay. The tubes are just a little wacky, so let's get our stuff on. Okay, there we go. Covering the FPS booster, what are you talking about? Dyston, you're right. I need to do a dad joke. I did not want hoses down. Hoses wouldn't work down in this case. Oh, no, it's okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. I got to figure, I'm going to work with the cables here in a minute. I was trying to, it was not like, it doesn't fall like I would expect it to. So I'm trying to like work through that here. we go. Okay. Okay, so now that's mounted. We're good. This goes here. CPU. There we go. Okay, CPU is mounted, and then these are going to run up. I'm going to run these through here and then up. So single channel here. Okay, let's grab what did I do with all the under there? Okay, what we're doing right now is we're just going to start grouping these cables together. They stay grouped, and then you end up with like a single channel here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now that's all nice and clean. It keeps it clean. Let me see what I can figure out about these tubes, though. They're just kind of weird. It'd be nice if I had some of those Fantex ones. I might see if I can grab some of those Fantex guides and just use that, and then I think that would give it a nice clean look, since they usually give you too many. One second, guys. I'm gonna grab something real quick. I'll go to wide so you guys can see me. Wide camera! Bum, 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 bum. That's what I'm looking for right there. Dun, dun, dun. One second, guys. I'm just grabbing something. Okay. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. In here somewhere is what I need. That is not it. That's not it. Must be in here. Yep, that's what I was looking for right there. Cool. Got what I needed. Okay, there we go. Put away. So what I was grabbing, guys, just real quick so you guys know, is it's an AIO guide, Pete. So it looks like this. See right here? It goes top down. So right here, what it does, it's a little clip I can use that clips on the cables like that. And now they stay and they have like a form to them, which is nice. There we go. So that'll keep that nice and clipped. And then that looks nice and clean. Okay, so let's get that. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and hook up our front panels, and then we'll start hooking up all of our cabling, but it just creates something that looks a little bit nicer in terms of the overall look. Okay, let's pull all this stuff through. Okay, cool. So let us now, what we're gonna work on now is getting our front panels hooked up and get all of our stuff done here. Okay, so we've got RGB. This is all the RGB stuff that has to go to this. We're gonna do real quick though. We're gonna go and put one zip tie right here. There's actually not a lot of cable management I have to worry about in this case. Okay, I will not. Very clear, do not. Okay, that'll keep that stuff clear. Okay, now what we're gonna do, so we have a lot of fans, but ideally, we have 6 fan plugs right here. So I have a couple fans to get through here and all that sort of stuff. We'll figure that out. This is all our front panel stuff. Now we have here, I want to grab all of the RGB, because that all goes together. So that's a fan, there's RGB. That's RGB. That's a fan. And then that's RGB. Okay, so this will all daisy chain together along with this. Okay, so this is a daisy chain, and then that is, if I had it, we're gonna start daisy chaining this stuff together. There is one. Okay, so there's one. We're gonna do is 2, and we probably want this one to be the last. So this will be the first. This will be the first because this is the shortest. And the reason I'm daisy chaining this is so we can connect all of the well, actually, I think the 5-volt addressable is at the top. So actually, we're going to want this to be the primary. Okay, cool. So that'll actually work. I want this to be the last one. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick so I don't mess it up. I'm going to start the music again, because that's the first step, because why would we not have good music? And then I'm going to hook up our RGB real quick. And it's harder to do. I wish it was longer, but it's not. So we're going to take this RGB. We're going to plug it into our 5-volt addressable, and I'll show you this afterwards what I plugged into, but there we go. Cool. Okay, so now this is plugged in, and that is what I'm going to run everything off of. So what I need to do now is start daisy chaining this stuff together. What do I do with it all? No, not that one. Here's the next one right here. There's that. Okay, that's daisy chained. We're going to take our next one, which is right here. Oh, which is right here. We're going to daisy chain that to this. like so. And then we're going to take this one, and there's our AIO. Okay, so now all of our RGB is now connected and together. So now I want to just find a nice way to basically run it. Which looks to be, if we all go through the middle here, that seems to be the best bet here. What is this? Okay, that's just the power for this hub. Okay, that's going to go there. And this is going to go through here. This is going to get threaded here in a minute. We're just getting the RGB. Okay. Gonna make that nice and flat and clean. Okay, so there's all our RGB, and it's all threaded nicely, and it's just kind of up and out of the way. That's just kind of how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Okay, there's that. So now we have fans, which need to all get plugged into this bottom thing down here. We have 3 fan headers right here. We have a bunch. So we actually should be fine of plugging all of our fans in to these fan headers. Then we have 6 more here. Here's that one, and this one. Okay, so there's all our fans plugged in now. And what might make the most sense is just to basically just create a single channel here of fan stuff here. What the heck? Oh, this came unplugged, okay. Let's get all our fans like just into one group here. There we go. Okay, so there's all our fans in a single group. Then what we're going to do now is just try and figure out, just want to make these as short as possible. Ooh. So we're going to make them so they basically can just plug right into this. And so we might have a couple, we're going to kind of create little, see, like this, where it makes sense. So then just all of our fan stuff is just all grouped together and clean. And most of it is actually that way. I think this one could do one little curly cue here. There we go. I can do this. You know what we do is we grab one cable thing. Okay. Now all of our fans you just easily plug into. It's just a little too short, right? Just want to plug all these into here so it just looks like a clean clutter of fans. As best we can, right? Because there's only so much I can do here with big bulkiness there, but okay, and then we have 2 more fans, and we have 2 more places to plug in fans. There's one. And the last one goes right here, and then we're good. Oh, I'll do this one right here. And this one right here. Okay, all of our fans are now plugged in. Make them look as nice as possible, but now all our fans are plugged in. We're gonna create a nice clump of fan stuff down here. Okay, cable management this is like the little bit of cable, like after this, like there's very little that I have to do. So we're just kind of doing our cable management now when we have the chance. Okay, let's get this under control here. There we go. Okay, so fans, RGB are all hooked up. I wish I could make, I'm probably gonna zip tie this in so it just stays more clumpy here. So it seems like it's part of the main system. Artery, call it. That looks like a part of the main artery. Okay. Okay, so now all of our main stuff is hooked up, and then all we have left is like little small things, nothing too diabolical. Let's go ahead and get all of our cables cut. And I'm going to grab my backup bag because you always need a backup bag of zip ties. And then now, then you just have something pretty clean. And if you twist these around, right, then you can't see them. They look like they don't look like zip ties. And again, you're just trying to get like the thing that people always really seem to enjoy aesthetically is like almost like right angles, like where wires look like they're coming in at right angles. So little things like that are just going to help elevate your cable management game. There you go. See, and then now kind of looks all clean and channeled and all that sort of stuff. And now we can take this and this, we got to figure this out. But this is now all our front panel stuff. This is really all the connections we really have left for the build. So we've got HD audio, we've got front panel. There's our front panel. front panel goes right here. HD audio goes right here. We have USB 3.2, the worst connection ever, right there. We got a USB right here. We'll go on the inner side actually. We'll do here. Then we have our USB-C. It's gonna go right here. And then we have our single power cable. We'll fix that here in a minute. Should be going in here, but we'll fix that here in a few. Okay, guys. Cooking with gas. Good gas, by the way. Not bad gas. Okay. Let's flip this over. And then get it in. And then we'll turn it over and finish a little bit of cable management we'll have after this. And then GPU time. The build's actually almost done. You guys just saw kind of the slowest part at the beginning. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is USB-C right here. There it is. Get it at a 90-degree angle. I always get nervous, and so I keep checking this, and there's no liquid, but I don't know, for some reason I feel like there is. Okay, front panel, which I love about the NZXT, is it literally just pops on right here. So it's like it's just one single connection. There's our USB 3.2. And you got a 90-degree angle. There we go, done. And we've got our USB just 2. That goes right there. And then finally, we've got HD audio. And that goes right there. And then this needs to stay in there. Okay, cool. Now everything is good. It's orderly. It's in. Okay, so there we go. So let's just zoom in real quick. I'll show you what I just plugged in so you can see what that was. And then we'll move on. Okay, so what we plugged in is we plugged in up here. When I plugged in the rainbow, the RGB, that's what I plugged in right here at the top. Well, can you guys see that? No, okay, so you can plug it in at the top. So that's our RGB right there, this cable right here. So that's going to plug, that's controlling all the RGB for the AIO and everything else. Then we have here, this is our USB-C. You can't see it underneath the pump cable, but it's right here. It's right there. There's our USB-C. Down at the bottom, we have a single front panel connector, which is pretty awesome. That's something that's unique to falling. Can't see it at all. There we go. Okay. We got our single front panel connector. It's really easy on NZXT. Then we have a USB 3.2. This is our USB, which is for a hub that's in the back here. And then finally, we've got our HD audio right there, and then that's everything plugged in. So let's just get it a little bit more tidy. We have a push-pull configuration in the front for all. This is so crazy. And then we'll be almost good to go here. So what we're going to do here is just cable manage these where we can. And I want this to be at a 90-degree place, so I'm going to do that here. And the rest of these I kind of want to go into this channel if I can, so that's what we're going to work on here. A little bit easier, it looks a little bit nicer. That one we're not going to put in that channel. USB-C is not going to be in a channel. Main reason being is that there we go. The power is going to come out perfectly right where I need it to be. Now this one I want to be like that. Cool. And there we go. Now everything is, ooh, it looks like we can actually channel this one. We got that nice 90-degree curve there. Everything's in its channel. You might be able to get this one in there too. Cool. We want that to be tight. Now we just have these weird little couple little cables here. They're always funky because the HD one is like, this one is like super long. So what we're gonna do is just do that. And we need this to go up. So we want these to be grouped. There's that. And the main reason I group these guys, if like, why are you having this, like, why do you want these grouped? It's because the PSU is gonna, I've always do the PSU last. You wanna make sure you have lots of room for that C750 to get in there. That's why I'm doing that. Okay, so that takes care of that. And then we've got this nice little clump here. I'm just gonna kind of take the front panel cables. There we go. There's our SATA for later. Then we're gonna do one more. Add one over here. Well, you guys can't really see, sorry. I'll zoom out. There you go. Doesn't matter. You gotta have pride in your stuff, dude. Whether there's no glass or not, there's pride here, right? There we go. Okay. They're also grouped together, so it's easier to actually troubleshoot if there's a problem. Okay, there we go. Now everything's in. It's loaded. We're all cable managed and easy to go. So now it's just easy to basically get stuff. We're gonna just twist this around so it looks clean. And then everything looks nice and grouped. There you go. So completely cable managed and go to good. GPU time, guys, that's right. Let's go and flip it over and let's get our GPU in. Okay, GPU time. Let's pull these little bad boys here. Right there. Let's grab a drink. Go to our cam link. Actually, go to side cam. Put it down a little bit so you guys can see me do the GPU. There we go. Okay, let's grab our GPU here. There we go, right here, our MSI Gaming X Trio. MSI Gaming Trio. For this one, this is the Radeon 6800 XT. Boom. Look at that. Oh, and I forgot, we got the sag bracket for this too, forgot. Which is nice. We got our sag bracket. Now we got our GPU. Okay, so now we're just going to pull off our little plastic bits that we know we won't need here. There we go. Cool. Put this back. Put that back in here. Hey, hype train has started, guys. Hype train has started. Our second hype train of the night. This is for the other. This is going to be for our other 1 terabyte NVMe that we're going to be doing. So there we go, 1,000 bits from Red Dragon Zombie, kicking it off right there. Now remember, guys, we want to go from there. Use the instead of the twist ties to zip. I don't like them because they don't get tight enough, but it's a personal choice. The other thing too is they're very easy to cut. There we go. We got Mr. Swift resubscribing with Prime. Thank you for 4 months, Mr. Swift. Thank you very much, sir. Now, a couple things, guys. Do not forget, our primary sub giveaway for the month of June is a RTX 3080 Ti. We're giving away one RTX 3080 Ti, guys. So if you want to get on that, the way you do, if you're over at twitch.tv/Robeytech, twitch.tv/Newegg, or youtube.com/Robeytech, pop on over to the channel. Drop your free Amazon Prime sub. You're going to help get the hype train up, but the other thing too is that gets you a free entry in to win that GPU that we're going to draw at the end of June. The other thing that's awesome though, as well, is that you also can get extra entries by gifting subs, like you've seen, like Redline just gifted 5 subs, so he's getting extra entries towards winning that GPU. Or if you subscribe at tier 2 and tier 3, actually gets you the biggest chunk in terms of bang for buck. Extra entries. So you want to get on that. That's happening right now, and you want to go from there. So there we go. We got real bags dropping 10 gifted sub. Hemp Racer dropping a gifted sub, giving his extra entry. There's level 3 right there. So thank you very much for that. We got Mellow Hope just subscribing with Prime. We got Tim Zentu dropping gifted subs. Thank you very much, Tim. Come on, man. This peel is the worst. There we go, finally. Omega Amen. Drop a subscribe with Prime. Welcome to the family, Omega. It's good to see you. Thank you for the follows as well, guys. $25 from Lord Sparkbottom. Thank you very much, my friend. Noted Neo giving 1 community sub. KT231 giving out 1 community sub. Sylph069 giving 1 community sub. Thank you very much for all those gifted subs, guys. Come on, these are like the worst in terms of just coming off. Erasable 1 community sub. Thank you very much, Erasable. And there we are, level 5, 500%. We got Spoon Lore dropping 10 community subs. We got Haraja giving 1 community sub. Thank you very much, 640%. 923 people hanging out on Twitch right now. Okay. Seagate Gaming, you having a good time? Marabou 77, 2 community subs. Thank you very much, Marabou. Appreciate you. Okay, let's get this one in. Let's go to top down and then we'll keep going. Marabou, thank you very much for that. Yeah, I'm glad you love the show. Okay, our GPU is in now. And we'll put our look at that Radeon GPU. Okay, Geotherma resubscribing with Prime. Thank you very much. 4 months. Welcome, 4 months. Thank you very much for all that support. Okay. Thank you for Geotherma. 716%, guys. 2 minutes left. Now, we don't take the actual off here. 803 Flawless with 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, 803. Appreciate it. Okay, so I have to take them all off, apparently. KCAASI, thank you for your sub. Subscribe with Prime. Yes, if you're already subbed, you're in for the 3080 Ti, yep. Let's do this bottom one first. Redstone Prime, thank you very much for subscribing with Prime. Thank you. Wharton's, what's the dog? Wart's the dog. Thank you. CKCC dropping 25 subs. Again, thank you very much, CKCC. Wart's the dog, 1 community sub. Sky Scanner, 1 community sub. 1,300%, guys. You guys are rock stars. Such amazing supporters. Just gotta get this loaded the right way. I think it goes right there, yeah. Damn it, boy. Seagate Gaming, a gifting sub. We got Oogie, 3 tier 1s, 3 gifted subs. Seagate being so good to Blog Central, and that's it, guys. Hype train done. Rocked it again. You rocked my world. Ooh, ooh. Thank you, Seagate Gaming, again for the sub. Okay, let's. Oh, okay. This is not quite. It's like weirdly. I'm just trying to get this aligned. I think this is going to have to go higher. I'm not sure because it's not. Doesn't seem to be doing anything now. Okay, I'm going to take this one out. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, now there we go. That makes way more sense. Okay, now I have control here. I can actually see what's happening here. I've like mounted this particular GPU bracket a number of times, and I'm like, this isn't loading the way I want it to. Okay, there we go. One more. Okay, now our GPU's in. Everything looks good. Then we just got to do our Okay, let's get our cables in now. Okay, so now we're going to do our cable extensions, which I don't know if I grabbed any. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. Never mind. There's some right here. Okay. The first one we're going to do is that one right there. $14 likes to go, guys, and then we'll have all of it. We'll have done all of our giveaway, our community stuff. We can do those giveaways as soon as we hit those 14 likes, guys. We'll do that first giveaway right away because we have a lot of giveaways tonight, so it'll be good to run the community ones a little bit early. We still have those. We have 3 little Seagate, special Seagate ones. They're over here rocking. So with those. Then we'll have an extra one that we'll run and pull 3 winners. One more. YouTube reached, yay! Okay, guys, well, then we're going to do a giveaway right now. It's the community giveaway. Everybody say thank you, YouTube, and thank you, Twitch. Thank you, YouTube, and thank you, Twitch, because you guys are the reason, such huge supporters. And honestly, the main, one of the reasons I do this all the time is just because of the support I get from you guys week in and week out. So everybody say thank you to you guys, essentially, my community. Now, what we're going to be giving away here is 2. Oh, this is like, I might go over on this and around. This doesn't have a ton of room here. I might, hold on one sec, guys. Okay, I'm going to get that giveaway going. Okay, so entry for this is going to be exclamation point community, exclamation point community. We're going to be giving away 2 1 terabyte SN520s. 2 1 terabyte SN520s is what we're giving away. Exclamation point community is going to be the entry for this. So I'm going to bring those up. Hold on one sec. 2 terabyte, there it is. Fire CUDA 520s. My gosh, guys. We're going to be giving away 2 1 terabyte Fire CUDA 520s, which are their PCIe Gen 4. And then, so we're going to be doing that. Okay, so exclamation point community. Okay, starting that giveaway right now. Okay, on its way, guys. This just does not have a ton of room. Trying to think of how I'm going to run this cable. I could do it around. Oh. There may just be one. Is that actually in? Okay, got that one in. Now, really not the best. There we go. I think it's just for now until I can get this. Okay, first winner was Silent Nights. Congratulations, Silent Nights. And the second winner was from YouTube, David Thong. David Thong and Silent Nights. Congratulations, you guys. You won 1 terabyte FireCuda 520 NVMe SSDs, PCIe Gen 4 NVMe SSDs. So that's awesome. Okay. Okay, so that's in. Let's go and grab our power here. There we go. There's that one. What the heck? It's not quite together. That must be what it is. There we go. Okay, that's all in. There we go, and there we go. Okay, last one is our 2 GPU cables. There's actually a little slot right here for those. We're gonna go ahead and get these in. It's not a 3080 Ti. Is it the last one? What do you mean? This is a 6800 XT. We did a 3080 Ti yesterday. This is a 6800 XT. Okay. It might actually, I think what's causing it to be saggy, and I can probably push this up a little bit. That's a good call. Let me do this. Once it's in, I can do this. Yeah, I think that'll help. That thing is just a little too thick for this queue. There we go. There you go. That's straighter. It was also, this little tube was putting pressure on it. So I just lifted that tube up a little bit and that helped too. Okay, let's get these cables in. There's that one. Look, Ma, no sag. Yeah, exactly. That was the point. Okay. Two more little brackets here. Come on. Oh wow. Okay, we've hit the 5600X. It's in that goal. Okay, so we're on our way to a next goal's up. Last goal. Well, I mean, until if we can get higher. Okay. There's that one. And there we go. Okay, GPUs. GPU is in. And now all we got to do, that's the build is actually, that's what the build's going to look like when it's done, right? So it's done. We just got to turn, we got to put the power in and then turn it on. So we're power supplies next. Okay. Grabbing our power supply. Ugh. Let's flip this over real quick. Top down. Oh, you're already on top down. Like, it's getting hefty now. Need my longer little zip ties here. There we go, that takes care of that. That's ready as well. And then finally, just going to take this one. There's that. Okay. Let's just make it, I think it'd be better if I just do it this way. There we go. Okay, so that's all ready. Now we can do our PSU. Let's go to our side view. So this is the H710. Okay, time to get our last little bit done. This is the coup de grace, the end of the build right here. Okay. I love how they package their PSUs. Okay, there it is right there. Then you get this very cool, like you get a travel bag. I mean, how can you not like this? Pop that open. There we go. Pop this out. And here's that sniff test. No, that's not bad. No, it's not. That one's not bad. Okay, that may go in the candle, guys. That may go in the candle. Remember, we're still working on now, you know, basically Dead Mouse, I just said I need to get it done. But yes, we're still working on the Yankee candle, or Yankee candle for this whole thing. So we're working on that. It's going to be great. And go from there. You don't travel with the PSU. I said you get a free travel bag. Free travel bag. not you travel with the PSU. Let's get a free travel bag. And these are Seasonic. They're Seasonic PSUs, so they're very quality. I love how kind of basic they are in terms of just how they look. They're just nice looking PSUs. And you get this great little bag. Okay, so there's our power cable. You get your group of cables in here. There's our PSU screws. I forgot this is actually brackets, so it makes it a little easier. Okay, so we only need one. We need not that Molex. We need one of those SATA. Not that Molex. Not that SATA. Okay, and then in this bag, 24 pin, GPU, and a PC. Okay, cool. Okay, we get them the free travel bag. Okay, let's get dangerous. Cut this stuff up. Okay, all of our kit, is there zip ties? I mean our twisty ties. Okay, now let's put this up. We need this here. There we go. There's that one. Peripheral SATA. PCIe or VGA, but PCIe for this one. PCI Express. There we go. And finally, CPU. Okay, there we go. Everything's in. Let's grab our gonna unscrew our bracket. Okay, and this is gonna go on the bottom. We'll turn that in. help if I had like actually grabbed our screws already. There we go. Last screws of the whole build. This is it, guys. It's the last screws of the whole build. Just getting that little bit in. Okay. Okay, screws are in. Now, let's get this inside of the case. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's that. Okay. So first one we're going to deal with is our little friend way over on the left. It's just kind of by itself. So get this into like a nice clean thing right here, like that. Okay, so a couple things I'm going to do here, just to make sure this looks clean. First thing we're going to do is just clip this together so it stays closed. Okay, and then there we go. And now we take our single cable, plug it into this one. Yeah, makes sense. There we go. That's all kind of controlled and in the way, and now doesn't look bad. Okay, next up, CPU. There you go. There we go. Takes care of that one. That's now clean. Now for PSU, which we're going to also use this nice little PSU shroud, this little hard drive thing for. There we go. Takes care of that. And the last ones. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do that. Should look good. Okay, now we're just going to see how it looks in the front, but then everything's now cable managed, good, clean. Okay. See how the front looks. Might have to move some GPU cables around. We're close. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna have to push those in a little bit. Nothing crazy. Ugh. There we go. Okay. Now we can put the case back together and everything is ready to go. We have a completed build, ladies and gentlemen. 100% ready to go. Let's go to Cam Link. Okay, there's the build. Ready to go. Now let's go ahead and just get our main chassis stuff on. There's that one. Front chassis now. There we go. There we go. And lastly, just because I'm a monster, it's going to make it so you can't see through it. Okay, there you go. $25. Thank you very much, Lord Sparkbottom. Thank you very much, man. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Okay, here we go. Let's grab our cables. There's that. There's that. There's that. Okay, it's on. Do we see any lights? Yep, I see power. And boom. There it is. Do we see RGB? Oh yeah, the fans are on. Look at that. Ooh, that's pulling a lot of air too. There is our build. Well, that's pulling. That's actually like pretty good in terms of air and all that sort of stuff. Now we stuck a Ryzen 5000 series CPU inside of a 3000 series ready one. So if it, oh, it does post. So there we go. There you go. It does post anyway, so you're good. So it does post. There's the post right there. If you guys wanted to see, it was in case we didn't, but we're good. So we're going to see if it comes up. Is it? Oh, there it is right there. You can see, there it is, Ryzen 5, frequency. There's your RAM and all that sort of stuff. And it's just basically saying, hey, it's all been cleared and we're good to go. So you guys saw the entire thing, the whole build. We did it all. Cable managed everything, plus some crazy. And it came out looking so good. Look at that Seagate gaming. Yeah, and you can win this PC as well. If you want, this PC is going to be available for you to win. Again, you guys have had the chance all day to basically get in on that. Can we get some like subs just to celebrate? Let's get some subs to celebrate, guys. Look at this, like what you guys have done. And look at that hashtag Seagate Gaming there on your chance to win. There's no key. Oh yeah, sorry guys. There's just some things I can't do, right? Like I'd love to make this so this wasn't there, but yeah. Oh, I got a peel. I forgot. I got this peel here. One more peel. I think the hardest peel too. There we go. Boom, there it is. Now it's done. So you've got the whole thing. Okay, so let's move it over. Let's start doing the giveaways. What we're going to do is we have this. The next one is going to be. I want everybody to say thank you to Seagate Gaming. Obviously, a huge shout out to them for sponsoring today's stream and the build today. Obviously, being a big supporter of me and the hosting stuff that I've done, I'm going to get this lined up for you guys so you can look at it. So everybody say thank you, Seagate. We're doing a Seagate giveaway now. I'm just going to get this up so you guys can get a better look at the build here. There you go. You get a nice, kind of cleaner look. Wow, that build looks good. So yeah, we're gonna, here, let me bring that up. So the entry point for this is gonna be !Seagate, !Seagate for this. And what we're gonna be giving away is 3 different Seagate prizes, a 4 terabyte game hub, a game drive, and some other, so 3 different ones. Let me bring up the list here real quick. Oh, is it locked? Yeah, hold on, dang it, stupid. It does this, side. We'll fix it. Okay, here it comes. Okay, so we're giving away 4 terabyte game dock, an 8 terabyte gaming hub, and a 5 terabyte FireCuda gaming hard drive, HDD, are the 3 things we're going to be giving away now. So let's go ahead and get that. We're going to get that started. So I'm just going to call it Seagate Seagate Drive. I'll put that in the list here. Give me a moment. You guys, it's not. We're not going yet. Where's CloudBot? There. No, where's CloudBot? There. Okay, so this one, giveaways. Okay. There we go. At this one. Okay, so again, the giveaways for this are, oh, I forgot to put the thing in. A 1 terabyte, 1 4 terabyte FireCuda, 1 4 terabyte FireCuda gaming dock, 1 8 terabyte FireCuda gaming hub, and 1 5 terabyte Barracuda Gaming HDD. Okay, so those are the prizes. Again, entry point for this is exclamation point Seagate. And then we got 2 minutes on that. And Blondie will be drawing 3 names for this one, by the way, guys. Blondie's gonna be drawing 3 names for this. Okay, exclamation point Seagate. Drawing that winner right now. Drawing that prize right now. 2 minutes, guys. Don't spam, by the way. If you spam, you might get timed out. This left side, man. Why does it do this? You know what? Maybe it has to. I don't know why it would, but I'm just gonna trust it, and maybe this does hold on to it. I'm just gonna take that off for a second. We got to put the dust filter back on. Such a brutal thing to take off. It scares me every time. Okay. Putting our dust filter back on. There we go. Okay, cool. 1 minute left, guys. And our drive is in as well. Okay. And then we still have our last giveaway at the very end of the night. But there you go. You're getting a great view of the whole thing. Look at that beautiful machine. I think it looks great. Exclamation point Seagate, guys. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. What do you guys think of the build? Yeah, I think it came out great. And look at all that cooling. Push-pull, baby. Push-pull. Good, schmexy, I like that. 1 second, guys, we're gonna be drawing 3 winners, and then you're gonna have to whisper Blondie. Make sure you take the time to whisper Blondie, guys. 3 winners, we're gonna draw, doing it. Okay, first winner is Snake108. Second winner is SI Quan. I think it's Quan or CWAN. SICWAN over on Twitch. And then Redline Z_X. Redline is C_X. So that is your winners for this one. Okay, guys. So last giveaway, but I want to go through a couple things before we go in there, just to let you guys know. Tomorrow we are starting the Cooler Master crazy water cooled build. So it's a partnership with Cooler Master. We're going to be starting that tomorrow, starting at 5:30. It's going to be a multi-stream thing. So we're just going to start it tomorrow, get all the parts placed, kind of figure out the loop, all that sort of stuff. So that's happening tomorrow evening. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be playing some Hearthstone starting at 7:30 a.m. So you're going to want to jump up and be a part of that. That's always a lot of fun. We haven't been able to do a game stream since last week, so I'm excited to get a chance to do that as well. And then that's it for the week. And then we're back on Monday for an all-white commission build, which should be a lot of fun as well. Now, don't forget, we have this SG21 event. The SG21 is on June 23rd, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time. That's where we're actually going to be announcing the winner for the person who actually wins this PC that you saw built today. Again, you can enter by looking at the stuff that's happening, that we've enter by looking at the links that we've been putting on there as well. Now, tomorrow we will also be announcing the winners of the Dead Mouse from the Dead Mouse stream, the winners who basically won the $2,500 gift card, like those crazy packages. Again, stuff from Seagate as well as EVGA, so we're going to be announcing those winners tomorrow. And then also tomorrow we'll be announcing the winner for the 2 Razer PCs. So that'll be announced. We'll be doing the drawings for those 2 people and who won the 2 Razer PCs that ended last week. So a lot of kind of closing things out. And then Wednesday next week is when we're going to announce the winners for last month's sub winners. And then don't forget, you have the 3080 Ti that is the sub giveaway for the month of June, and we just started that, so you got 1 month left. If you're over at twitch.tv/Newegg, youtube.com/Robeytech, or even right here on Twitch with me, you can basically drop your Amazon Prime sub, one Amazon Prime sub. We've had people who've just won off of a single sub, and you have a chance to potentially win a gift card. I mean, sorry, a graphics card, a 3080 Ti of all cards. The other thing too that's super awesome about it is if you want to get extra entries, you can do things like gifting subs like you've seen here, or doing things like subscribe to tier 2 or tier 3. Now we're going to be rating somebody. This is the last thing for the night. We're going to be rating somebody. It's our way of taking 1,000+ people who are watching and giving it to somebody who like only has like 15, 16, 17 people watching. It really blesses them. A lot of times they cry. They're overwhelmed, right? It's one way to basically just touch a streamer's day. So I just ask after the giveaway's done and we're closing up there, if you just wouldn't mind sticking around, giving them a follow, just, you know, saying a little encouragement. It makes all the big difference, and it makes a big difference for me because it's what it's my way of passing it forward to other streamers who don't have, you know, 1,200 or 1,500 or 1,700 people in their chat, in their stream all the time like we have right now. So, okay, let's do this last giveaway. Obviously, a big shout out to Newegg. Everybody say thank you, Newegg. Thank you, Newegg. We're going to be giving away a 5600X. We're going to be giving away a 5600X. So, entry point for this is going to be exclamation point Newegg now. Exclamation point Newegg now. This is for a Ryzen 5 5600X, which is actually what we have in this system. So we're going to be doing that. Let me start this here in a sec. Okay, starting that giveaway right now. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Thank you very much for all those subs, guys. 315 subs tonight, which is awesome. 1,100. I think we peaked at 1,700 people between YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and across the board. And so I super appreciate you guys being such a massive part of and blessing me and the team who work so hard to do this for you every time. 2 minutes, guys. I hope you enjoy. Did everybody enjoy the Seagate Gaming? Did you enjoy your time? Did you have fun? I guess it's really hard for you to say that with so many people like basically writing Newegg now right now, but I'd love to know if everybody had a good time. Oh, this one was actually Ryzen 5000 series ready, so that actually wouldn't have been true. When it posted, that would have been a bad thing, but it was posted, so nothing to worry about. Well, 50 seconds left, guys. 50 seconds left. Ugh. Yeah. 50 seconds left, guys. Now, we are going to be rating, here in the next 30 seconds, we're going to be rating Earth Clown 88. We'll be rating Earth Clown 88. I don't know what I did with my knife. I put it somewhere, and now I can't find it. I gotta find my knife. I don't know where I set it. I wonder if I put it inside the box or something like that and didn't know. I'm going to have to look. What happened to my Lightybug? They call them. Okay, guys, drawing the winner. Congratulations to Hassan Manzar over on YouTube. Hassan Manzar, you are the winner of the 5600X, the Ryzen 5 5600X. Guys, this has been awesome. The knife is in the PC. I don't know. That might be the thing. We'll have to look. This has been absolutely awesome. I want to, again, huge shout out to my mods, my tech specialists, and all of my hardcore supporters every time. You guys make this show more than you know, and I just want to say thank you so much for, guys, I don't think you know how much it means to me when I get 300 subs or 150 subs or whatever it was. It means a ton to me, and I really do appreciate it because sometimes it's hard to do this job with everything going on with GPUs and everything like that. So big shout out to Seagate and everybody. I hope you had a great stream. A super shout out to Seagate for hanging out for the entire thing. You guys are awesome. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to be rating somebody. Again, please just stick around. Just give them some love. It makes all the difference in the world, and go from there. So hold on one sec. We're going to be rating Earth. He's playing Valorant, guys. Earth Clown 88. The name like that. There he is, Clown 88. Playing Valorant. Let's make his day. Here we go. Getting ready to start a raid. Oop. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's try it one more time. Wouldn't let me. Earth. Clown. Turn the raid. Oh, no. It won't let me raid. Why can I not raid? I want to make this guy's day. Okay, it's been, okay, let me see if I can, is there a raid button? No, maybe, I can't raid anybody. It just says, yeah, it doesn't let me raid anybody. Okay, let's try pallet box. Nope, it's been broken. How do you do that? I don't know how to try. Okay, raid. Okay, let me try that. Okay, let me try this guy. Raid. Raid. Okay, raid. Earth. Clown. Yeah, I got it. 88. Thank you, guys. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Come on, let's see how many people we can get in there. 300. 5. Come on, let's get 6 or 7 or 8. 6. Here we go. Rating now. There it goes. Okay, guys, for those of you who are over at YouTube and twitch.tv/Newegg, again, thank you for hanging out tonight. Super appreciate you guys being part of the community, even from the outside. YouTube, obviously you're not. You're just hanging out on YouTube, and I appreciate you too. Have a great night, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.